everybody, I've got a great XRP update. We're going to talk about David Schwartz here. We're going to talk about the DTCC. We're going to talk about how markets, the stock and bond market, are moving to T+1 and then T+0 and what that means. I got a great clip here. I got Anthony Welfare, we got James Wallace, we got Brad Garlinghouse. Man, there's a lot going on in this. So let's hope you stick with me through this whole thing and we'll just get this thing done and have some fun. Guys, I'm Crypto Sensei. If you're new to the channel, what's up? Welcome. I do a lot of cool crypto content. I try to share as many cool things that I am doing out here in the crypto space so you can either follow along, learn, grow, whatever it is. Let's have it. All right. Let's do it. So, Stephen Thomas, XRP is to be the best routing asset for money, period.
I often like to compare Ripple to Cisco because Cisco, they didn't need to own TCP/IP. They didn't need to make it proprietary. They benefited plenty by being the best vendor for sort of enterprise-grade routers. And so what we want to be is like the best vendor for enterprise-grade routers for money. And we want to be the best asset for routing money. And so at the height of the internet boom, actually became the largest company in the world by market cap, just to give you an idea of how big of an opportunity that could be. And so for us, that's plenty big. And in fact, if we didn't pursue this kind of strategy, if we pursued a strategy like, let's say the Bitcoin maximalists, where you're trying to get everyone to use your particular currency and your thing, then the risk that you're taking is that some other interoperability solution does come out, and then other people are optimizing their solutions for that world, and you have missed the boat. And so we think it's very important to build for like an interoperable future where there is a lot of competition, because it's driving us to have very high efficiency and very good user experience and so on.
So this is what they're saying here is basically is you want an asset that you can put multiple things, right? Not everyone is just going to feel comfortable transferring XRP back and forth, right? But if you can transfer Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Any other stuff that the XRP ledger is interoperable with, well, that just gives you more power, right? It gives you more choice. And at the end of the day, people want choice, right? Even if, maybe even if like this is the best and these are the worst, at least somebody has a decision to make that, hey, I'm going with the best. That's my decision, right? And I think that's pretty cool. All right. So DTCC, Digital Assets Division, will take over the entire clearing space of the US stock market through tokenized security settlement. I've been talking about this on my channel for years. The main video I have on my channel is like 40 something minutes long. I get into the DTCC and how big that can be. I get into the partnerships and all of that jazz behind the DTCC. Donald Donahue used to be the head of the DTCC. He worked there for 26 years. He went to work for the board of Ripple after that. So there's a lot of really cool things happen. Let's check this out.
And the onus on us is to explore these options and determine which capabilities each technology solution and architecture in many ways is a best fit for the problems that we're trying to solve. So, for example, there are going to be other, distributed database solutions that could be applied in, light of solving these problems. But when you start to then add on additional capabilities like tokenizing a security and providing smart contract or programmable functionality, to a transaction, then you start to really unlock some of the power that distributed ledger technology provides. And so it's that aggregation of a variety of capabilities that have pointed us to this particular technology. But I do think that it's important to pull out, the point that you're making, James, which is that blockchain is in many areas a solution in search of a problem. And so we've taken a very critical view when we evaluate our use cases to ensure that a blockchain solution that we are applying is a very tightly scoped one for the use case that is not just putting a solution on a chain, but rather understanding what additional capabilities and therefore value that we can unlock by putting a solution on a network or on a chain.
DTCC is critical of blockchain for obvious reasons, but for tokenization, programmable money, and micropayments, a variety of use cases, quote, you unlock the power of distributed ledger technology. Quote, a blockchain solution that we are applying is a very tightly scoped use case. So they're applying a blockchain solution. Donald Donahue from DTCC is an advisor for Ripple Labs. He's a board member. I'm very interested in the capabilities distributed payment technologies seem to offer for improving the safety, soundness, and cost-effectiveness of global payments and settlement infrastructure, Donahue remarked. Ripple is already a clear leader in the space. I'm looking forward with Ripple Labs team to deliver on these exciting possibilities.
And that was Darren Moore. He does a lot of great work. He's been in the crypto space longer than I have. He puts out a lot of good stuff. But what you need to understand there, some context, is the DTCC has been working to go DLT for 6 years. I think now we're in the 7th year, right? So what does that mean? That means the technology that they wanted to use to go to DLT was kind of picked and chosen years ago, right? And if you look at the crypto market back in 2015 and 16, what payment use case token was there really only, right? Now we have all of these different tokenized asset tokens, and we have, Rio and all of these different things, but like, this was a long time ago and it was already decided. So here we go. Citi, ultimately the industry needs to work together to ensure T+1 integration is straightforward. The industry needs to collaborate and facilitate interoperability of systems, whether it's a FIX, SWIFT, or other proprietary systems, says Horacio. So with the US and Canada on the cusp of T+1, so this is when you're selling a stock or a bond, T+1 is you're selling it that day and plus 1 day to kind of clear that settlement, right? We're wanting to get to T+0, which is instantaneous settlement. If you listen to what Larry Fink has been saying, that is around the corner, right? And some believe that the imposition of T+0 is an inevitable next step, highlighting that it will lead to further improvements in capital optimization and risk management, right? That's where this is how XRP reaches a high price. Okay, not from me and you speculating on the asset. It's billions of dollars in market cap. We couldn't move the market cap if we wanted to. Even if you were a billionaire and you put $1 billion in XRP, it would only go up just a little bit, right? So you need tokenization, you need assets, you need to add debt, you need to add value onto the ledger, and that's where real utility and money will come from. All right, so great interview between Anthony Welfare and Jay Hunter Arson, CBDC certificate Palau stablecoin.
And I think, talking about the CBRC score, so we actually scored this very high for 92. So the CBRC score is all about blockchain applicability, using blockchain for the right reasons. And to be honest, you're using blockchain for payments, for inclusion, for everything that you just said, in terms of, it's an amazing use case.
Yep.
It helps people, it's secure, it's immutable, it's got the, people can take it on the boat and, everywhere they need to and sort of travel around the island. So, I think it's a great project, and deserves a very high score from sort of the research team.
That's great to hear. No, it's good to know, to hear the score and knowing what's being measured is huge. It lets us know we're on the right track and
True.
Again, it's all about being compliant and being goal and objective oriented, which is what we're striving for.
All right, let's keep it going. I got a few more things I want to get to. So XRP will play a major role in moving value across the world, okay? This is James Wallace.
Cryptos like XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're not all the same, right? They're not all created equal. I think what's becoming much more popular in the industry now is more sustainable technologies. So the XRP ledger and XRP is, there's no mining or proof of work or proof of stake.
It's a big deal.
So the computational cost of validating transactions is almost zero, right? Very, very low cost and very stable in terms of pricing. Stable coins, again, not all created equal. You have a massive range from the algorithmic type stable coins. We all know the Terra story from a few weeks ago. And then now what we're seeing emerging is stable coins being issued by regulated entities. So I can't give you the names yet, but there's 2 projects we're working on, one in the UK and one in the US, working with banks that are regulated, who will be issuing stable coins, and the reserves will likely to be held at a central bank in a central bank account. So very different from the algorithmic stablecoin. We as Ripple work across all of these technologies, and then of course you've got central bank digital currencies, which essentially is the highest form of digital currency, right? Issued by the central bank, backed by the central bank, the most secure form. As a company who's working across the payment space, we're embracing all of these. We see they will all play their part in the future of money. I mean, today, cryptocurrency is less than 1% of all the money. Central bank money is less than 10%. The rest is all commercial bank money. So it'll be interesting to see, in 5 or 10 years, how does that look when it's all digitized? Will stablecoins be 90% of the market and CBDCs 10%? Or will CBDCs actually be allowed to grow and be a much higher percentage of the money supply? I don't know. That's for the policymakers to decide.
And we're going to see how that all plays out, right? You also have XRP is the only digital asset poised to solve the problem at scale. Global payments problem solved. Check this out.
Might be going from dollar to Mexican peso, and you're holding a dollar, you're selling that dollar and buying XRP, you're moving that XRP across the XRP ledger to, let's say, Bitso, who's here in the audience today. You're selling the XRP and you're buying Mexican peso. By enabling that liquidity to move from dollar to peso in real time, you're changing how that oil is greasing the engine of correspondent banking. So for us, in a world of hype, in a world of experimentation, in a world where people talk about the opportunity and really the speculation of digital assets, we feel like XRP is the only digital asset really poised to solve a problem at scale. A global payments problem.
A global payments problem. All right, Ripple looks like they are hiring a senior directory of treasury. I will keep you kind of in the loop on how this goes. I mean, there's some tin hat foil stuff here, but we don't really need to waste the time on this. Also, Ripple is the gold sponsor at the Digital Euro Conference in Frankfurt, February 29th, 2024. I will bring you some updates, but if you look at some of these companies, right, you have SDX, Six Exchange, the European Commission, the BIS, Deutsche Bank, you even got IKEA up in here trying to sell furniture or something, but you got JP Onyx, right? JP Morgan, a lot of really cool stuff. XRP holders are sitting on a jackpot, guys. I know that we've been waiting a long time for this, but I still hold this asset because I believe that it has a future on the world stage of central bank digital currency with commercial banks, with debt, with value, and I do think XRP shines the light. If you look at the top 10 tokens, the top 15 tokens, XRP stands out as the problem solver for all of these issues that we talked about just recently in this video. There's one other thing I wanted to get to you really quickly, which is the digital rupee, CBDCs, e-rupee, UPI payment. That's a destination, how it works in India. Check this out. This is how easy it will be to kind of send notes and do different things, right? Load digital rupee. It's kind of cool. And he's adding the value. See, you see here, he's kind of adding money up here to send, which is cool. So this is how the app works. Jazz. This is the future of money, right? German minister uses phone to make digital payment, right? They're getting used to it, right? They're out here trying to use these different payments at scale, and they're showing how easy it is, right? Kind of, right? He's getting some help from his man here. He's like, do this, do this, do this, but it's an adoption cycle. It's going to take some time to learn. But he uses this to buy vegetables, right? And this is the cool use case, right? And this is where the future of money is heading. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you made it to the end, please let me know. I'm Crypto Sensei. I love doing XRP and other crypto content for you. I can only do it if you like and share the video with people you know. I'm trying to grow the channel, and I can do that with your help. I'll see you in the next one. Aloha. Bye.